Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. This is Henry and today is Wednesday, September 23rd. The time is around 3 a.m. GMT. For today, we will be looking at the chart of silver. This is a 60 minutes chart. We can see right here we are in a 5 waves decline right now, in which this is with one in the intermediate degree, this is wave 2 in the intermediate degree. That means we are within the wave 3 right now in the intermediate degree cycle, and within that wave 3 in blue we have a subdivision of another 5 waves in the primary degree here, 1 2 3 4, right? And then now looking to finish with 5 of 3. So further downside can be expected, therefore, in silver, at least in the shorter cycle, as long as we stay below 27.6. All right. So now let's zoom out a little bit and then trying to see where we are in the larger degree. If you have not watched the webinar on the precious metals and gold and silver, in which I discussed the long-term view, you can find it in the list of the videos, right? You can browse the list of the videos and then watch the free webinar on the weekend, I believe 2 weeks ago, in which the title is whether it is a generational buying opportunity in the precious metals and gold and silver. Okay, so I won't discuss too much about the long-term view. You can watch that webinar if you're interested. We talk a lot about the precious metal sectors in about an hour or so. So here we will just focus on a more shorter cycle in silver right now. Now this is the 4-hour chart. If I put down this 1 and 2 intermediate degree labels here on the 4-hour, this is where we are. So since we rally to almost $30, close to $30 on the August, early August, we've been sort of consolidating here in the past 2 months or so. Okay, and the fact that this is called 1 and 2 suggests that we could see for the downside in 3, 4, 5. So that means we are looking to finish this correction that started on August 7 here, right? August 7, and we can label this entire move therefore as some sort of a zigzag, right? An ABC, all right? Because overall we are favoring the upside. Again, watch that webinar. We'll not discuss but the long-term view here. So that means this entire move is basically a correction within the primary trend, which is favoring more upside. Now if this is really going to be an ABC zigzag, then eventually we can break below A again within the C, and the C should be subdivided into 5 waves. Now notice, however, a couple of things. Number one, we have not really broken below A just yet, right? Even though it looks like we might be able to do it, but we have not. So in other words, because we have not broken below the A, if things change, for example, we can start to reverse. Even though it looks like we might break down, we can reverse, and this can be labeled as a like an ABC, and then we go back up, and then this, instead of doing a larger degree ABC correction, we can continue to finish here as a 3 waves, or you can force this to be 3 waves or 5 waves. It's kind of like there is a line here. Either way, you can also label this as WXY, so it really doesn't really matter that much how you want to label it, to be honest. Bottom line is, if it breaks below here, right, then you can expect a target somewhere closer to the 100% extension here, so which is this area, right? Once we break below here, that will increase the probability we can continue to go down, and if we can reach the extreme area, which is the 100% in this 3 swing here, then this is a possible area where the current sort of sell-off can finish between 20.9 and 22.4, right? So this is approximately the area where we can expect this latest sell-off can finish. Again, a break below here will increase the chance that that's going to happen, and doesn't start to reverse up again. All right. So overall, then this is in fact this is going to be sort of the support area for the latest sell-off, right? Even though in the shorter cycle, yes, we can continue to extend lower while we stay below 27.6. Now another one we need to keep in mind is that if we do know what the primary sort of bias is, typically any kind of contrarian move is going to be called counter trend. By definition, counter trend typically is weaker, right? Is weaker than the trend. So just keep that in mind, that sometimes because of that, it's like trying to swim against the tide, right? Sometimes you think you can reach certain targets, but it does not reach, because then the tide comes again and swap you towards the primary trend. So here, this is the ideal target here if we are really going to complete this structure here, and then from here we can start to go to new high again, or maybe bounce in 3 waves at least. Now on the larger time frame, on the daily, right now, there are a couple of things possible other support. Okay, if we just use a simple trend line from the March low here, then we can get around $23 as this rising channel here, possible support. So we might break below here just marginally, and then maybe missing the 22.5, maybe hitting this trend line around 23 and also reverse. So like I said, this using this technique, this is the ideal sort of target, but as always, it may not necessarily have to reach the exact target here. Also, if you take a look at the retracement point of view, you can see if I do retracement from March low to the high, so 38.2 retracement is around 22.9. So again, it seems to me that this retracement here has an overlap with this rising channel here, so might potentially also find some sort of support there as well near 23, right? So near 23 is a possible support area, and then if we do get a break below that, then the next support area is going to be between 22.5 20.9, technically all the way to 1.618, but 1.618 is there to sort of eliminate the possibility of an impulse from here, like a 1 2, because typically, as you know, with 3 can go to 1.618, and that's why if this is not an impulse, then it should not go below 18.4, right? So typically we'll end somewhere between this area here. Okay, so that's the update for silver. As always, if you do want to get regular updates on various different instruments every day, please do subscribe and like our channel. And if you do want to check our service, we provide an update regularly throughout the day, 4 times a day in the 1 hour chart. You can check our service. We have 14 days free trial. The link is provided in the description of the video below. So see you all again tomorrow, and have a nice day to all of you.